Welcome back, students. So today I will discuss another part of this your topic, that is your modification of leaf. So the beginning of this topic we have learned, that is the one terminology, that is your modification of leaf. That time we have learned that modifications of leaf is required for protections of the plants as well as the productions of the food. So in some of the plants doing this kind of activity, like your cactus plants, means the xerophytic like plants having the this kind of spines into it, and these particular spine like structures actually doing many of the activities like your productions of the foods, and it contain the waters as well as the protections also. Okay, so this kind of leaf modifications is required for plant, like your garden pea. You have all of you having seen these things, pea, that is your leaf tendril like structures. Actually tendril actually modified stem. Sometimes what happened, some leaves has been coiled like a thread like structures, actually called your tendril means coil like structures. So this is your coil like structures, so that's why it is called tendril or leaf tendril. So lamina or leaf has been modified into thin or coil like structures, is called actually your tendril. So leaf tendril is found in pea and another plants also. So actually modifications of the leaf is required for the protections as well as the preservations of the food as well as the waters also, like your cactus xerophytic plants, means having the plants the spine like structures. Okay, and tendril having found, this is the another modifications of the leaf, that is whenever your leaves has been or you can say that the leaves are modified it into coiled like structures or thread like structures called the tendrils. So what is the reason of this tendril? Very important. So this helps the plant for climbing. So many of the plant doing these things for climbing purpose, they modified their stem into such a way so they can arise off. Okay, so another that is your some food also stored in onion also. We have learned these things in higher classes, and that time we will learn the structures of the onion. That time we will see some food that food is stored in many of the plants, and the fleshy part, and again it will form the fleshy part. And actually in suppose you know mango one part is there, and we will learn the various type of part of the mesocarp, epicarp, pericarp. So this terminology, this type of things we will learn in next chapters, and that time we will see these things again. So sometimes what happened, this fleshy part of the leaves that actually contain the food material or the many kinds of vitamins stored into that particular particular food, like a this kind of modifications of the leaves. So that particular leaves in case of onion actually called your scale leaves. So scale leaves, that is stored food material, and it become the fleshy. Okay, and what is the reason for storing the food? Okay, and some of the plant like the pitcher plant, and this is the pitcher plant, and this pitcher plant one part is there. This is the lead portions of the pitcher, and this is your pitcher modified into pitcher, means lamina actually we have seen. So that lamina actually modified it into this kind of pitcher. And what is the reason of this pitcher? So by this mouth the many kind of insects has been trapped or modified to trap, or you can say that the leaf trap the many kind of insects into it, and for the nitrogen demand of the food, that plant. So that is the reason of this modification. So what is the reason of modification of plant? The number one plant is protections. We have discussed, like cactus, and some spine is also there for their protection, as well as some of the leaves like your pea, that time they climbing up, and for their by the modifications of the leaf, by which plant can easily climb in above portions by the modified the leaf into tendril, and some of the leaves contain the fleshy part, like scale, like your in onion, in case of scale leaves, then that particular scale leaves also store some food, and that is the reason of fleshy characteristics of the many kind of fruits and vegetables also, like your mango. In mango is also contain the fleshy part, and that fleshy part contain the food material for their for food material. And some of the plants like this lamina is converted into picture, and this is the lead portion, and the lead portions actually take the insects into it for their nitrogen demanding. Okay, now the very important part, okay, that is your vegetative propagation of the leaf. So actually vegetative propagations actually is a method of multiplications in plants where the vegetative parts, namely the root, stem or leaf, give rise to new plant. The most importantly, reproductive organs do not take part in this method of these multiplications. The reason reproductive, whenever the reproductive organs do not take part in the this propagation, that means there is no seed will produce. So that is the vegetative propagations of the leaf. Okay, so what are the advantages of the vegetative propagations of the leaves? So the advantages of the vegetative propagation, so it is very easier, rapid and less expensive method of propagations, because there is no reproductive organs is used, and that's why it is a seedless plant, can be raised. Means whenever the reproductive organs are not used, that means the plant will not produce the seeds. So it is very easier for the plant and rapid, and it is less expensive, and plant produced by this method and identical copies of the parent's plant and show no variations. See, suppose that plant need one type, suppose this is your, and suppose this, see this picture, you will learn all lot of things. So this is called the daughter part of this leaf, and this leaf the same kind of features is being includes in this particular buds, and there is whenever these buds will grew up, and after that the notes seeds will produce. So this is basically your seedless plant will arise. So like banana, sugarcane, sweet potato, rose and jasmine, so this kind of vegetative propagation will be followed. Okay, this is all about your chapters, the leaf chapter. So now your work is, you have to go through these full chapters in details, and after that I will also give you the question answers part. Okay, thank you.